Good day, everyone!
My name is Christian Saure.
And I am Adrian Andres.
I am AG Guma.
And we are the Group 8 reporters. And our topic today is all about social indicators and business cycle.
So first, I will explain about social indicators. So it is a statistical time series that monitors the social system, and it helps identify the changes and to guide interventions to alter the course of social change. So, social indicators are the numerical measures used to describe the well-being of an individual or community. So these indicators are the ones you observe to know if there are changes in the current society. So here are some examples of social indicators. First is the Human Poverty Index. The Human Poverty Index is the index that is used to measure the poverty of a developing country. It is used to measure what is deprived or what is lacking in a country that is still developing and still trying to grow. Next is the Gender Related Development Index. So in this index, it is noted that there are inequalities in the achievements of men and women. So in this index, there are three basic dimensions that are measured. First is the healthy life or healthy living. Next is knowledge, and last is the standard of life. So last is gender empowerment measure. Here it is shown whether women take an active role in economic and political aspects in society. So most of the time, women are overshadowed by men when it comes to economic and political services. So here it is shown the work of women to gain their acknowledgement in these aspects. So next, I will explain about business organization. So from the word business and organization, business, doing something to gain profit, and organization, a group of individuals that do something in unison. So together, it is a group of individuals doing something in unison with regards to business to gain profit. So here are the three forms of organization. First is the single proprietorship. Single proprietorship is the simplest and oldest form of organization. In here, there is only one owner of the business. So how this organization works is that the owner hires employees to work under him so that his business will grow. So next is the partnership. Here in the partnership, two parties or two associations with the same interest form a collaboration in which they both boost each other and gain from each other. In which here in partnerships, when the business that they both build fails, they both incur losses, while if it is successful, they both gain from it. Third is the corporation. So a corporation is a legal entity that is separate from its owners. So a corporation is made to do business, and it has its own rights, liabilities, and obligations. Nature and components of corporation. Here there are two types of corporation: the stock corporation and the non-stock corporation. So first, let's tackle about the stock corporation. The stock corporation, here the ownership are based on shareholders, in which those shareholders buy stocks from the corporation, and those stocks hold a percentage of the company, in which they are called dividends. Next is the issuance of stocks. The issuance of stocks in a stock corporation can be done privately or publicly to gain profits. And last is the purpose, in which here in stock corporations, shareholders gain profit depending on their dividends or how much they hold on the corporation. Next is the non-stock corporation. Here in the non-stock corporation, their ownership is not based on dividends or not based on shareholders. Instead, they can gain members and supporters.
Good day, everyone! I am Adrian Andres, and now our topic today is all about the business cycle. Business cycle. Business cycle refers to the ups and downs in business activities. So business cycle is a cycle of fluctuation and the gross domestic product. It explains the expansion and construction and the economic activity that an economic experiences over time. So that is the business cycle. So there are 4 phases of business cycle. First, we have expansion phase. Second, we have a peak phase. And the third, we have a recession phase. Lastly, we have a throw phase. So I will discuss now the expansion phase. Expansion phase, this is the phase characterized by the prosperity. So when we say prosperity, this is the first or you enter your business nga imong business is kanang imo siyang gipalago or anang hinahinay siya og improve ang imong business. So expansion phase is typically accompanied by a rise in employment, consumer confidence and equity markets, and is also referred to as an economic recovery. So when we say economic recovery, it's time to recover your business. So the next topic would be the peak phase. Peak phase, it is the highest point of the business cycle. So when we say highest point, ni taas ng imong business. So the previous, I will discuss that you are nang may mga una-unaan nga gaya na akong discuss is about expansion phase. Na expand. Your business is slowly or hinahinay siya improve. Na hinahinay og ka lagwang imong business. So diri ata sa peak phase. Peak phase is the highest point of the business. So peak phase occurs when the economic reaches is a maximum productive output, signaling the end of the expansion phase. The next is recession phase. Recession phase, this is the phase when business condition continuously fall off or go down. So when we say fall off or go down, or this is your business is going to down because kanang di jud nato malikayan nga ang business moubos gid siya. My previous discussion is about the peak phase. So ang peak phase gikan na ka sa taas. So gikan na ka sa taas, pinaka mo ato pa sa pinakataas, kita na ka sa taas, so moubos na pug ka. So mo na gitawag nga recession phase. So why do we have a recession phase in our business? Kay dili sa tanang panahon, ang atong business is mo improve, mo lago, kanang mo angat. Na-adjust time nga ma-fall off ang atong business or moubos gid siya. For example is katong pandemic, naapektuhan ang atong business. Naay na siya part pag matawag po siya nga recession kay halos business ato is nisirado gyud or niubos because of the pandemic. And then lastly, which is through phase. Through phase is the recovery period wherein the business trying to recover from the bad experience, depression to start up to move. So your business is trying to recover and start up to move to improve again. So recession phase is mao to siya ang kanang imong business gikan dito ang ani go down and trying to recover again. So example ani to pandemic niubos tanan ang business karon nibalik na tanan og ni-recover. So mao to siya ang through phase. So the next topic I will tackle is about unemployment. Unemployment occurs when a person who is actively searching for employment is unable to find work. So, mao ni sila mga tao nga nangita og trabaho nya wala kita og trabaho. Because ang ilang na pa ng company nga ilang gi-applyan is high standard. Di sila mo dawat og kanang mga low level lang of grades. So ilang yung gipakita is mga kanang ni graduate of college degree mga ana. So labaw ana is kanang naapoy experience ug naapoy kahibalo sa sayang gi-applyan. So mao to siya ang unemployment. So there are 4 types of unemployment. First, we have a fictional employment. Second, we have cyclical employment. And the next is we have structural employment. Lastly, we have institutional employment. So those are the 4 types of unemployment. And now I will discuss the frictional unemployment, which means exists in the economy due to people being in the process of moving from one job to another job. So when we say one job to another job, mao na sila mga tao nga gusto na mohawas sa ilahang karaan nga trabaho o mo transfer mangita og bag-o nga trabaho. It is because basi naa sila something an understanding sa ilahang old job or gilaay na sila, gusto lang nila maka-experience or mag-explore to another job to gain more money, friends, and experience. So that is the fractional unemployment. Next is cyclical unemployment, which is demand for goods and services in economy decreases. So, ang ilahang business ilang kampanya ni ubos, ni down. So that forcing company to lay off workers in an effort to cut costs. So, nag-lay off sila og mga workers kaya aron ang ilahang makwarta sa ilahang company, dili kay ibayad ra sa ilahang mga workers. So, mauto sila nga, maghinay-hinay sila og tanggal sa ilahang mga workers kaya aron dili sila dahog mabayaran. Kaya unsaon na lang ilang makuha nga kwarta sa ilahang company ug igo ra ibayad sa ilahang workers. So, naay possibility nga daot ang ilahang company or mo bankrupt. So like that. So mauto siya ang cyclical unemployment. And the next topic would be structural unemployment. This is the resulting from industrial reorganizational, typically due to technological change. So it means technological change, and it is the process of changing our economic to give a more improvement in our community, economic, yeah. Nawala na ang mga capability sa mga tao nga magtrabaho kay tungod naanay bag-ong technology nag-change. So technological change naa siya kay to speed up the process of work in our economic. Kay mas efficient man ang mga machine kaysa sa tao. So mao siya ang structural unemployment. So the next topic would be institutional unemployment. Occurs when people are unemployed because of government and societal factors and incentives. So when they are institutional benefits and incentives such as high minimum wages, social benefits programs, or restrictive licensing laws, discriminatory hiring, or high rates of unionization, it can lead to institutional unemployment.
Today, we will be discuss about inflation. So, what is inflation? So, inflation reduces the purchasing power of each unit of currency, which leads to the increase in the prices of goods and services over time. So, due to the continuous development over present time, the price of our product is getting higher or more expensive. So, example ani is nibaba o niubos ang value sa currency or kwarta diri sa Pilipinas. So, mo ning dahilan nga mag-increase tanan price sa ato ang pamaliton. Example, nagmahal na ang price sa ato ang rice karon or bugas or mga pagkaon nya bayron sa kuryente, tubig o mga ato ang transportasyon. So mo na siya ang gitawag nga inflation. Nag-increase ang atong mga price sa atong mga product or mga bayronon. So mo na siya. So there are three types of inflation. So first is demand pull effect, second cost push effect, and then last is built-in inflation. So let's proceed to the first type, which is the demand pull effect. So demand pull inflation is when there is an increase in aggregate demand and then the supply remains the same or decreases. So example ani niya is holiday season. So sa holiday season napuntay season nga Halloween, which means Halloween siya, need yun na og mga costume nga masuot para magamit sa party or unsa bandera. So pag ingani na nga sitwasyon
kay Halloween man, so dagay mangita og costume, dagay gusto mo palit. So bisan pag mahal ang costume kay taas man ang demand, bisan pag mahal ang costume, taas ang demand, ilagi po ng paliton bisan pag ang price dira is taas. Wala sila pakialam ana kay in demand man or kinahanglan gyud nila within that season. Ang mapul gid sila nga mapul or mabira gid sila nga mapalit ana nga product kay kinahanglan naman nila ang product. So mao na ang demand pull effect. But the next is cost push effects. So cost push inflation occurs when overall prices increases due to increase in the cost of wages and raw materials. So increase of wages and raw materials, so dire is mapush ta nga magasto yun sa mga kinahanglan nato tungod po na sa ato ang sitwasyon or situation. Example ani is natural disaster, rising fuel prices, so nitaas ang presyo sa ato ang mga gasolina, crude or unsa ba dira unya nag rising food prices, nagmahal ang atong pagkaon unya. So need maginato ni sa ato ang daily life. So ma-push gyud ta nga mugasto bisan pag mag-increase ang price kay nakadepende ang pud sa ato ang sitwasyon. So mo nang gitawag nga cost push effect. And then last is built-in inflation. So built-in inflation occurs when workers demand higher wages to keep up with rising level of cost. So di ba ang mga butang kay magkamahal gyud. Magkamahal. So there is a built-in inflation, mura na siya loop or cycle kay tungod sa mga palitonon nga gamahal. Unya ang mga kibali trabahante gapangayo na sila og mas dako nga sweldo. Pero para mahatag na sa ilahang gitrabahoan or ilahang amo, kibali magtaas pud ang presyo sa ilahang baligya, like ilahang product, ingana magkataas pud. So the last topic that I will be discuss is about Consumer Price Index or CPI. So a Consumer Price Index is the price of a weighted average market basket of consumer goods and services purchased by households. So CPI or Consumer Price Index is an economic indicator. So it is the most widely used measure of inflation and by proxy of the effectiveness of government's economic policy. So the Consumer Price Index gives the idea about the prices changes the economy and can act as the guide in order to make an informed decisions about the economy. So that is the Consumer Price Index. So that's all. Thank you.